Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, hope you're all well. Had a half day in work today, so I've just packed up and I've popped down to one of my old faithfuls, the Pink House on the mud of Newport. In fairness, I've not fished here for 4, possibly 5 months, and I'm very much looking forward to it. In my humble opinion, the tide size today is a little bit wonky for this spot. 10.2 meters, which in old money for Newport is 11.9 because we had 1.7. I don't normally come here on anything less than say a 12.2, but it is what it is, and you never know. My last session, well, my last video actually, was on Bricks and Breakwater in South Devon. That was a bite to cast, and at times a fisher cast. Not expecting anything like that today. The fishing locally of late has been really hard work. In fact, it's been one of the toughest winters I can ever remember. But as the old saying goes, you've got to be in it to win it, and something could turn up. Guys, let's see what's out there, but most importantly, let's enjoy it. That's the baits out there. On these 2 main rods, I've got a 3/0 paternoster pennel, and on the cheapy old boat rod, I've stuck on a 3-hook flapper rig, size 1/0s. Gonna wait, I don't know, 30 minutes or so before I get that one out there. But as always, nice and close, no more than 20 yards. Bait wise, I've got fresh ragworm, frozen black legworm, squid, and also a bit of mackerel, just in case there's any winter Thornback Ray about. 2.5 hours off high water, so we got time yet. Early days. Potential species here today? To be honest, I'll be happy with a few bites. But cod, codling, conger eel, flounder, might be a little bit too early for the bass. Same for the Thornback Ray too, but like I said, always that chance. Bit of a chill in the air. It's a gloomy old day. Yeah, we got a northeasterly wind and it's quite cold. Now this time yesterday we had a southwesterly, and I reckon there's a difference in temperature of say 4 or 5 degrees at least. That could be a factor, who knows. That's 2 excuses I've got so far. Northeasterly wind and the temperature is all wrong. I'll see if I can find a third one soon. Come on. On the right down rod, I've got a squid and ragworm cocktail, so a whole squid with some ragworm on its back, and on the left hand rod I've got a nice fillet of mackerel. On the cheapy old boat rod, on the 3-hook flapper, that's going to be a combination of all sorts really. I'll give it a bash. I'm not sure if I've mentioned previously, but this is the exact spot where I caught my PB Cod a few years back. £8.6, that one. Cracking fish. And of course, it's where I filmed my Good for the Soul video, when I caught those two lovely Dover sole. And if you remember, it's where I filmed that video last summer, when all of those swallows were perched on my fishing line. And in that session, I caught that lovely bass on the cheapy old boat rod. So yeah, this place, it can throw up some lovely fish, but it can also be an enigma. And by that, I mean, you know, for example, you can come here on a Saturday, get a couple of nice fish, get a few bites. You can come here the very next day on the Sunday and not even get a touch. And look, given the time of year, it's going to be a challenge, but just nice being out. And if I catch, it'll be a bonus. And if I don't catch, it won't be a problem. Starting to get a good depth of water out there now. Old tide, pushing in lovely. That's what we like to see. I'm sorry about this low light, it really is dark, given the time of day. Alright, I know it's winter, but even so, I thought it would have been a little bit lighter. Might have to change the camera settings soon. See how it goes. Every now and again, the sunshine tries to break through, but only lasts for 10 seconds or so. Will the cheapy old boat rod come to the rescue? Or is it going to be one of the two main rods? Or none at all? But I'll be giving it a good crack, that's for sure. She's out there, the 3-hook flabber rig. Nice and close. Bottom hook is straight ragworm. Middle hook is frozen black leg, tipped off with a bit of squid. Top hook is straight mackerel. Looks lovely out there now. Really nice. And that wind, that northeasterly, is continuing to drop. Got to be one fish out there. You'd think anyway. No bites as of yet, but then again, only the second cast. There's something nice about going fishing straight from work. What a great way of detoxing that mind. And to be honest, I didn't fancy spending an hour and a half on the M4 today. And I got a really busy day tomorrow, and this mark is fairly local to me. Well, I say local, I can get here in around 30-35 minutes. On the right down rod, I've just put on a nice chunk of mackerel. Always got mackerel. In fact, I can't ever remember going fishing without it. Oh, what's going on? This time last week in Brixham, I'd have 5 fish. It's fine. On the left hand rod, guys, I've got a tiny tiny tap. I just stuck a 2-hook flabber rig on it, just, you know, just to try and mix things up. Oh well, it's a bite. Ooh. Yeah, stop tapping now, but I'll take a look. You never know. Nothing there, so must have been playing with the bait. Something small, I think. Oh well guys, we beat the blank anyway. On the middle hook at the 3-hook flapper rig on the cheapy old boat rod, got a tiny whiting. He's took a ragworm and blackleg cocktail. Oh well, it's a fish. See if we can get something else now. He's gone. No messing about there. I know it was tiny, but a fish is a fish. And we beat the blank. Not that beating the blank matters to me anymore. Those days have long gone. It's all good fun. And of course, if there are any cod out there, that's what they'll be feeding on. They just need to find my squid now. And once again, shot off like a rocket, no problem at all. When they're that size, they're so tough. But when they get to about 8 inches, yeah, much weaker. Strange, isn't it? And I show every fish because ultimately this is a family channel. A lot of families watch it, a lot of children watch it, or watch the videos. And they like to see the fish. Doesn't matter how big or small they are. And a lot of people that watch this channel have never fished in their life. Never. But they could be local, you know, local to the area, and they like all of the scenery stuff. And they like to watch. And that's really good to hear. I met a guy down at St. Bride's. When was it? It must have been about a month ago. And he was saying that him and his family on a Friday night, they get the popcorn out and put the video on. It's great. I can't always catch the fish, you know. Like I've said many times, the marks that I know and love are not as productive as they once were. I caught more fish when I was 10 years of age than I do now. That's a fact. But every now and again, they do turn up. Ooh, you're the bell then, guys? Is that another one of those whiting? Ooh, let's take the camera down there. It's getting really dark now. I'm gonna have to put the old light on soon. Is that on? Yeah. Fish on, guys, fish on. It's a good fish. The problem is it's on this flapper rig, and I've only got 40-pound snoods on. No chance. I had no chance then, guys. See that then? Conger about £10, but like I said, on those snoods, twisting and turning. Yeah, even with the net, that would have been difficult to land, but I was a big old conger. Always the way. If that had been on my, you know, on the big rods, on the big rigs, could have pulled that out, no problem. But I hope you saw that on camera then. Always the way, innit? Same happened at Blackrock, you know, when I caught that one. Must have been about £14. But again, it was on the flapper rig. I'm gutted, right? I am gutted, but I knew that conger was gonna come off. I just knew it. Quick update though, I thought the snood had snapped, the 40-pound snood, but it hadn't. The hook bent out. Of course, with it being a flapper rig, they're only small hooks. It's up to you guys as to whether you want to give me that. I did have the leader in my hand, so. But yeah, lifted it up, off he popped. It was never in doubt. And like I said, I have bought a net. You've probably seen it in my rod hold haul in other videos, but on your own, when you're balancing on a wet rock, you've got a rod in the one hand you got a net in your left hand trying to net a 10-pound conger. It's not easy. Just past high water. I just want to explain the bit when I was walking down the rocks. I'm gonna have to cut that out because obviously the bell was going and all of a sudden my rod was flying down the rocks and I thought there's a big bass on there, and I did swear a few times, and like I said, this is a family show, so yeah, I'm gonna have to cut that out, and you'll see me from when I was playing the fish. I lost my mojo a bit. I'll bounce back in a few minutes. You know, look, hindsight is a wonderful thing, isn't it? I got all these things going through my head. Why didn't I have my rag with me? You know, could I have gripped it with my rag or my cloth? But yeah. Now if that was my dad, what he would have done, he would have gone down with a big bunch of newspaper and he would have gripped the fish with that, because with newspaper they can't move. And those rocks are lethal, see? I'm not making excuses, I'm just stating facts. On a flat surface, you know, if you're level, if you're on a beach or even on the mud, well, that's no problem there, and there's no lifting involved, is there? But yeah, I need to let it go now and focus on the rest of the session, and we'll see what we can get. I'm getting a few taps on the two main rods, nothing major, so small stuff playing around with the baits. No more bites on the cheap eel boat rod, but the light is fading now, so yeah, it'll be interesting. Oh look, bit of action, can't really complain. And if that Cong is on camera, and if you can see me lifting it, because I'm not sure if it is, you've got to give me that, surely. What are you meant to do, eh? Hear the bell, guys, on the cheap eel boat rod? Nice little bite there. We're about an hour into the ebb now. Right, I'm gonna go down and have a look, alright? We done it, guys, we done it. Cheap eel boat rod, got a cracking flounder. I'll get him unhooked and I'll show you properly, alright? But there he is. That's a lovely fish. I tell you what, that one was quite deeply hooked, but got the hook out, no problem. And he's absolutely fine, fighting fit. Tough old things, flounders. One of the toughest fish in the sea, and like I said, one of my favourite species. They bring back fantastic memories for me, because when I was a kid, Dad and I used to catch loads of these around here. Not so many nowadays, but yeah, the odd few, and every time I get one, it's always a fantastic sight. Oop, alright son. Ooh. There he is. What a beauty. Hope you can see that okay on camera. Anyway, let's pop him back in and let's have another cast. Well into the ebb now. I'm going to give it another 45 minutes. But look, we got time yet. Once again, the cheap eel boat rod has done the business. Alright, we've had a few bites on the two main rods as well, but in terms of action and fish, yeah, that thing down in the rocks. So close in, 15-20 yards out. And that's the thing, isn't it? I think sometimes we're guilty of, you know, casting beyond the fish. And of course here, where the water's very murky, very muddy, a lot of the time the fish are really close in, and we've proven that tonight. The only fish, or good fish, that I've not caught close in have been cod. All my good cod along this part of the coastline have all been a distance, you know. But everything else, super close. On the left hand rod, I've got a squid and black legworm cocktail. On the right hand rod, big bunch of ragworm. We got time yet. That northeasterly wind now is gone. But despite the fact that it was chilly, well, it is chilly, catching that flounder has really warmed me up. One of my favourite marks of all time, this. The Enigma. Hey, it's been good. Got a cod bait on that one, and that's what you call wishful thinking. Alright guys, that is me done. I'm all packed up and I'm going to walk back towards the car. To be completely honest, I expected a biteless blank, given the time of year, given the fact that the fishing's been really hard work of late. But, you know, like I said earlier, always worth going because you never know what could turn up. Alright, I lost that double figure conger, but catching that lovely flounder, as a chunky old flounder, catching that more than made up for losing that that chunk. Had that little pin whiting. Lots and lots of rattles on the rods. So there's obviously been a lot of small fish out there this evening. Yeah, and I've really enjoyed my afternoon off work. Cannot fault it. Lovely now, it's absolutely beautiful. I wish we could get more fishing here because I'd stay all night. I really would. But yeah, it's do you know, it's a lovely mark, but when it's dark, especially because I'm here on my own, it's a bit spooky now, and it kind of makes you think. You know, so I'm thinking of the past, I'm thinking of Dad. I can picture Dad down there. Hold it. There we are. Sorry, I don't do that for the camera. It's just it happens, you know. Right. I'm not sure what I'm going to be next. Want to use up my leave. I do want to fish the Esmouth. I want to get down to Barry. I want to do the Gower. So yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Guys, as always, thanks very much for watching. It's mega appreciated. Any comments or questions you have, pop them below and I'll get back to you. Until the next one, look after yourselves, take care, all the best.